Good morning.
Why, good morning. You sound invigorated for this today.
I am a little bit.
All right. Yeah, your sound sounds much closer now, like it's coming right out of your headset.
Yeah, there were some adjustments that needed to be made.
Gotcha. All right, well,
Just
it's still.
because I can't read the instructions. It wasn't that I didn't read the instructions. I did. I just couldn't figure out the diagram correctly.
Oh, man. Yeah, the struggle is real for content
It,
creation.
it
Well,
is when you're 60 years old.
well, good morning, and I'm glad we are here. This is it. This is it, folks. This is the last of the basic scenarios. This is scenario number 8, Trevilian Station. Grant takes command 2. For those of you who have been on pins and needles, we have some news updates for you. Of course, this will not make sense to anybody in the far, far future, but I have got my physical copy. It came in right after. We took a week off, but I got my copy literally the day after. I was so happy for it, and then the world ended because apparently folks were upset that the printer or the process made an error and that the maps still had their borders on there. I'm going to stay Switzerland on that one. I am absolutely neutral. It does not bother me at all. I have scissors. I can cut them. I don't have shaky hands. I'm fine with it. But MMP has volunteered to reproduce the maps through their printer with the borderless maps, and to send them out to everyone who already got them. Plus, unfortunately, for most of you, I think, probably 80% who had not gotten their shipment yet, so they slammed the brakes on the shipments, and everybody else is gonna just have to wait until they get the corrected version of the map. So we apologize for those of you who are so waiting. You are now doing the staring through the bread store window like the little urchins out in the street going, "Please, sir." Yes, I have my physical copy. It's wonderful. I started looking through the Petersburg book. It is wonderful because I didn't see any of that during the pre-production because that was not my proofing duty. So we had silos. I got to see the Grant takes command stuff because that's what I was working on. So it's a real treat. It's absolutely, plus just now going through because we're getting ready for the campaign for this. I'm starting to read through my physical copy of it. So it is wonderful. And for those of you out there who are not holding it in your hot and little hands, I'm sure just give it another few weeks and they will make it right. So kudos to MMP for stepping up on that. But again, I think it was a bit of a tempest in the teapot. I understand that many people wanted exactly what they were paying for, but it was not the end of the world. That's the last I'll say on that. So
Yeah, it's nice they're doing it. When I got the original roads to Gettysburg, you had to cut that to get the maps to work. And you had to actually, at least what I did, and I may have just not known what I was doing because I actually cut it around the hexes, not just straight across, but to make the hexes line up. And that was a job. Just not needed to do that, but that's what I did.
you have exacting standards, and I, with my kindergarten rounded scissors, would probably not go so far. But I do like I have seen now the proofs of what it would look like where they actually did a straight line where it's got half hexes and everything. And understandably, yeah, that's going to be nice. But I saw
Yeah,
Gilbert Collins's video where he had done it by hand. I'm like, that looks pretty sharp. I mean, it can be done. It's
yeah.
if you got a roller
And,
cutter and a mat, then you could do it yourself.
but I can understand people. It is an expensive game. You get a lot. Couple things I'm gonna, and I need to go on their Facebook page and give them kudos for. The scenario books are separate, which I love, instead of the big scenario book like they did with Roads to Gettysburg 2. I like they broke them out into three separate. That to me is just so much easier to read. And I love the fact they gave you a big box.
Yeah, the
Um,
big 3-inch box. It now looks a little different on the. It's the biggest brother of
oh,
all.
on the shelf, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a little out on the shelf, but I haven't. And again, Gilbert Collins did a great video on how to organize your counters to fit everything in the box nicely. So hats off to Gilbert if he's listening. He probably, I don't know if he watches us or not. That was a great video. That's something I struggle with learning. It's a weird thing to have to learn about gaming, not the reading of the rules, but the organization of everything. So you cannot spend 6 hours sorting through counters.
Oh
Try to
yeah,
set up a simple scenario. It's like,
absolutely.
which I just did on another game that I wanted to play. It's like, okay, I gotta learn how to do this right.
One person's OCD is everybody's benefit, because it's like, oh,
Yes.
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, why didn't I think of that? It's like, just don't be stupid. And I should know because that was my job as a little kid, is going through all our bolts and nuts on the farm and sorting them into this big display that my dad had.
That sounds like a punishment rather than a. Anyway,
Well, it was keep busy. It was
that's
busy
right.
work,
That's
and he
right.
didn't. He grew up in the Depression, so if we had a piece of machinery that needed to be replaced, we tore it apart.
Oh, that's cool.
We kept everything that was usable. So nuts and bolts. Dad just didn't throw anything away.
I understand that. Well, I think
We
we're.
digressed.
Oh no. Hey, but that's it. Yeah, that makes us human. We're not just like hello and welcome to Grant Takes Human. We're here to play, and I think this is going to be a short one today. I suspect
Hmm.
we talked about it because even I came into this completely cold. I knew that it was a cavalry, but I didn't realize how small of a cavalry one. But when I went and did some of the research on it, I remember the battle, but I always mix the concept of this one with Brandy Station, where Brandy Station is always held up as this massive cavalry tussle,
Yep.
and this one is actually the bloodiest, largest all cavalry battle in the war, as you would expect here in 1864. So let me read you the historical information on that for everybody who's not gotten it yet, and we will proceed with the special rules for this particular scenario, and then we'll get underway. On June 5th, 1864, General David Hunter's Union Army won a victory in the Shenandoah Valley at Piedmont and headed south towards Lexington and Lynchburg. Grant decided the time was right to send Sheridan's cavalry west to rendezvous with Hunter in Charlottesville. Along the way, Sheridan would strive to damage the Virginia Central Railroad in Louisa County. To counter Sheridan, Lee sent his newly appointed Cavalry Corps commander, Wade Hampton. And there is no bones about this one. It is it is 5 Union cavalry brigades racing to the west side of the map, trying to get some points. So let's talk about what that is involved. So the map is already preset for us here in Vassal. No trimming of edges is required, but this is a five-turn scenario. It is representing June 8th to June 12th, 1864. We have no random events in this one, as we would expect. In turn 1, I, as the Union player in this first playthrough, will be the only person who gets to move. There's no need for initiative rolls, so when I'm done, we're just done with turn 1. The movement restrictions I have as the Union is I cannot go into here. I can't go into Hanover County at all. That's it. So we could see that these, along the river here is the boundaries for Hanover County. So I have to be very cognizant of going around the county. At the same time, however, the Confederates cannot come into Caroline County, so there's going to be this wonderful racing up to the northwest around here to get towards Louisa County. So that is our defined boundaries for this one. Hampton has already been replaced here in the scenario. He is now, where is he? He's down here. Yes, he's now a 3-5 leader. He's not the division commander. He's the overall cavalry commander, of course, replacing Jeb Stuart. And this one is dependent completely on two things. One, the Union has to kind of come all the way over here. We've got these 3 railroad stations on the Virginia Central. We got the Louisa Courthouse, we got Trevilian Station, of course, and then Gordonsville, home of the barbecue exchange. So if you're ever in Gordonsville, do be sure it's right on the railroad track. So you could sit there, eat fantastic barbecue, and go, that's probably where Sheridan burned the station. I digress myself. In order to get the points for this one, the Union player has to damage any one of these 3. It doesn't matter. So obviously, if they do Trevilian Station, they're going to get 8 points rather than 4 for the other 2. But one of them must be damaged in order to allow for cavalry exit points off of those 5 locations off the left side of the map. So once one of them is damaged, then I'm attempting to get up to 5, and depending on how many I manage to secret away off towards the valley, then that's how many points I'll get. So it's 14 if I get all 5, 8 if I get 4, 5 if I only get 3, and 2 if I get 2. And then, of course, the damage points are there. So I could potentially damage multiple ones and get points for that. That's also a challenge unto itself. And then, of course, it's +3 and -2, like we've seen in every scenario thus far for this one. The threshold for a marginal Union victory is 19 points. So it's another mixed bag, however you want to do it. It's possible. If things are not going to allow yourselves getting off a map, well, you could probably make up for it with at least 16 points in stations and maybe causing some manpower losses on the Confederates. What say you about this one, sir?
Yeah, obviously never played it. Looked at it a little this morning, and I have to react to what you're doing, and I guess that's kind of about it. On me, I'm just going to be trying to counter whatever you're trying to do to the best of my ability. But you do have to. It is interesting. You're not going to. You can't do it just by destroying all the railroad stations.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to do. You got to try different things,
Yep,
especially
you've
because
got
you
to.
can't be sitting there and just being attacked.
Yep.
Otherwise, you will have the bloody quote bloody stalemate, which was considered a tactical victory for the Confederates historically, but still, I mean, you don't want horse flesh littering the grounds. You want to try to
Yeah.
get in there, hit and fade, and get to the
Hmm.
valley. So I anticipate this one, especially with the bedeviling of die rolls, could go feast or famine, and it's gonna. I expect with 5 brigades and most of them being a leadership movement, they're gonna go fairly quickly. So probably with a very minimal amount of editing on my part. Hooray!
Well, we might. There might be some thinking
Maybe
as we
that's
get
true.
into the fifth turn, June 12th. Maybe a lot of okay. For me, do I block? Do I try to entrench? Do I try to force you to attack to get? I don't know. I think we should be able to too. Yeah, because there's not like I've got one, two. I've got 5 units. Well, you have five, so it's 5 on 5. You've got more manpower, so yeah, it should go pretty fast. Especially turn one's going to be like roll, roll, done.
The question is, Roger, and I know people are laying their bets out to their off-track betting places. Which one of us is going to roll the snake eyes for cavalry? I want to know
I,
that right now. So circle
yeah,
back here and we'll find out.
I'd say the odds are pretty good. We both will,
That's true. It
and
hates us equally.
Neither one of us roll box cars for movement.
Yeah, I guarantee that. All right, sir. Well, then I guess we'll get underway. There's nothing else on this one. There's no leader transfers or anything like that. So good luck to you. I will take the first turn here and just move with abandon. That's always an interesting proposition of, depending on the die rolls, how far do I push them on the first day? So we're going to, I can have Sheridan activate all 5 and risk that. So I think I'm going to be somewhat conservative here, and we'll start with Sheridan just activating the forces right underneath him. So we're going to get 2 dice +2 on this one. And historically, Custer was the big hero of this one because he managed to get the wagon trains for Hampton. Okay. See, here we go. It's starting already. We got a 4 +2. I got 6. I'll just move them together. And I cannot go into Hanover County. So I need to look at some of these crappy roads. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
Oh, you know what? I'll just make a quick comment.
Yeah.
You're limited to 2 active leader actions, which must be with the leader Sheridan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, all right, then I
You
will.
want to kind of
Yeah, well, I'll just presume that
reset.
DM Greg would have gone with them, so they'll just take that same 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Sheridan will activate everybody again. Let's see what kind of mileage we can get this time. So they're going to 2. This is their second and final turn 1. That's 10. They got 10 miles. All right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 to there. DM Greg follows behind. There you go. That's the end of turn 1. So I will hit recovery. Everybody else is released. I will move the time marker up to number 2. Presuming no leader transfers.
Yeah.
Right. then well, here's the initiative for turn 2. It's yours.
Hampton will activate Rosser, Butler, and Young. Okay. 9 plus 3 is 12, as you mentioned the roads. I'll transfer Hampton to Butler and Young. Rosser will go first. Seven, 8, 9, 11, 12. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to there. Initiative, yours.
Can shoot the gap. All right. So we'll see if we can get around them. We'll activate everybody with a +2. Here's movement. It's 10 again. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, and 10. And Greg will follow behind. Initiative. Oh, mine again. Okay. Got a head start. Don't blow it. But these roads, man, they all just meander. When you're actually trying to get from A to B,
Yeah.
you got to really focus. All right, so we'll take them all again. Fatigue 2, movement. It's 8 this time. Okay, looks like we got to shadow the river here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Greg will follow behind to there. Initiative, it's yours.
There's our double one. I guess I'll activate everybody. So +3, 10. So we're just going to follow railroad. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 6, 7, 9. Initiative. Fine again. Now, do I need to push? Your guys are all at fatigue 2. Hampton will activate Lomax and Wickham. Here's their movement. Wow. 11, 14. Hampton will stay where he is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to there. Initiative, mine again. Hampton will take Rosser, Butler, and Young. All need extend marches. +3, 11 movement points. Rosser's extend march. He's okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 11. Butler's extend march. He's okay. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to there. And finally, Young's extend march. He's okay. Just gonna join Butler. Initiative, yours.
This is a very, very difficult choice for me. You have done perfect job blocking these two, and of course can't come in here.
Yeah.
So do I risk going around? Let's have Sheridan activate DM Greg his 2. They'll go to fatigue level 3. Here's their movement plus 2. That's 10. Alright, we'll have extended marches. So Davies will go first. Extend march. So this is cavalry, so they do not have a +1 modifier. That's a good thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And J.I. Greg, he's okay. And they'll join. There. Initiative, it's yours.
Well, Hampton will activate Lomax. 2 dice plus 3. 13, extend march. Wow, he's okay. Just barely, though. Okay, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
I was hoping you'd win the last one because I figured you were going to pass, but I didn't. I didn't want to have that conscience of like, oh, struggle. All right, covering. There we go, and move on to turn 3. Officially now at 32 minutes, so we're zipping right along. Any leader transfers for me? Yes. I'm going to move Sheridan up to DM Greg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can get up there. That's all for me.
I'll move Hampton up to F. Lee. That's it for me.
Give us the first initiative.
Okay. It's mine. Take Rosser. It's his movement. It's a 10, and he gets a. He's just a straight up 10.
+1.
Oh, he does get a +1, so he can go 11. Head up the railroad. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Look at
Louisa
these
Courthouse.
guys. Man, to the letter of their orders.
Initiative. Mine again. Same die roll. Hampton will activate Young. That's 6. They go 9 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Take Young by himself. Movement. Extend march. He's okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. Yours.
Playing this quite well, using the terrain to your advantage. We're going to have Torbert activate the first cav. Here is their movement. +1. It's 9. He's going to have them. Yeah, they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Have Hampton activate Butler. Go 11 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to Trinity Church. Initiative. Mine. Take Butler. Movement. And extend march. He's okay. He's just going to do a min move to there. Initiative. Mine again. Take roster to fatigue 2. Just movement. 4. Extend march. Oh, he flips. Should have done that. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to pass.
Sheridan will activate everybody. Get fatigue. Here's their movement plus 2. 8. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Torbert will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. Mine.
Ooh.
Okay, so now it's race for your life, Charlie Brown. We're going to have everyone go up. Sheridan will activate everybody. We're going to have extended marches across the board. So here's movement plus 2.
Oh, there's our double.
There it is. All right. Can we do it? I'm going to have Sheridan stay with his group. So Davies will march first. Here's extended march. He's okay. So he can go 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. J.I. Greg also extend. He's okay. They will arrive at Louisa. And let's see. Merritt will go first from that stack. Extend. They're okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Devin is next. He's okay. Goes with Merritt. And finally, Custer. He's okay. And goes to there. Initiative. Mine. All right. I will have Davies go to 3. And they will damage the courthouse. Let's see.
Oh, it's Louisa.
Louisa. Terrain.
4 points.
All right. There we go. Initiative. It's yours.
Well, sir. Tried to cover too many bridges. Pick Butler to fatigue 3. This movement.
You win the contest.
I do. And you got boxcars. Okay, extend march. He's okay, but he can only go 3 hexes. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Mine again. Hampton will activate Wickham and Lomax. Here's their movement. Plus 3. 4, 7. No extended march needed. Hampton and F, and they'll stay with Wickham. Lomax go first. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 to Centerville. Initiative. Mine. Okay, Hampton will activate Lomax and Wickham and Young. Movement. 7. Hampton will stay with Wickham. Lomax will go first. Here's his extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Young. extend march. He's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And finally, Wickham doesn't need an extend march. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
I'll have Sheridan activate GI Greg to 3. Here is movement +2. 9. We'll be traveling with them. Here is extended march of +1. They're okay. They go 1, 2, 3. And they will make a normal attack on Trevilian Station. So I see just +1 for tactical and +7 for 8 to 1.
Yes, and then -1 for artillery.
Oh, -1 for artillery. Yep, there you go. So +7 net. So here's +7 attack. It's a 10. Wow, that's nice. You saved the manpower.
Oh, I could look on the board.
Yeah, right there. So it's a +4. It's just a big D, big R.
He's fatigued out.
More importantly, I get an FA, so I will fatigue out.
Already flipped, and he can retreat 6 hexes. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there.
Okay, and Sheridan will take Trevilian. Initiative, it's yours.
Well, we'll activate everybody.
Here it comes.
Here's their movement +3. It's 10, so it's going to be 13 movement points.
It's like one of those fixed points in space-time that Trevilian Station has to be this bloody battle, apparently.
I'll keep F. Lee with Wickham and Hampton with Wickham. Going to move Young first. Let's extend march. The 4 + 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to flip to disorganize. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to there. Butler will go next. Here's his extend march. This is +3. He's going to flip as well. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 and 13 to there. Slow max. Let's extend march. He's going to be okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Finally, Wickham extend march. He's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to there. Initiative. Mine. Now I get double 6s. Hampton will try an assault on Sheridan with Wickham and Lomax. The attempt. 5, it comes off, but with only 1 unit going in. So we'll do it with Lomax. So this is going to be a type of a +1. Tactical is even. I have all 6 hexes covered, but it's cavalry battle, so the flank's only a +2. Now we'll start taking some off. The ratio is a -1. Artillery is a -1. So the final is a +1.
I believe that is what I see as well.
Okay. +1 attack. 5.
Here's the defense. Oh,
Oh, wow.
yeah, buddy. As always, Die Roller hates me so much.
That's a +4
4.
result. Yeah. Okay.
So it is a 1D honor for me. Man. Just, that was a very good setup. I was hoping that I could just hold out just a little bit, but you got there. So 1 manpower loss to me. Big D, big R. So they are demoralized, lose a manpower. We're going to go. Let's see. 1 away. 2 away. 3 away. Okay.
For me, it was a fatigue. He's already at fatigue 4. We'll stay put, I think. Well, wait. No, I'll move Lomax into the hex. That's it for me and Enid. Yours.
I'll pass.
I will pass as well.
All right. So, Sunshine Recovery. Turn 4. So, now I've got some big choices to make here in turn 4. This has been, for me, pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's more, I don't know, decision making than I was anticipating.
Indeed. Let's do some leader transfers. I'm going to move Sheridan to where DM Greg is, and DM Greg to where JI Greg is. That is it for me.
Okay. Move Hampton to Young. Keeps everybody within the roster within range. That's it for me.
Well, here's the first initiative. It's yours.
Okay. Hampton will activate Butler. Wickham. Where's their movement? That's 6. Hampton will stay with Young. Butler will go first. Here's his extend march. It's okay. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And Wickham. Extend march. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. Take Butler to fatigue 3. Here's his movement. 7. Extend march. 4 plus 1. Only 7 though. He's just going to go there. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to have Sheridan activate everybody. So here's their movement +2. It's 9. Sheridan's going to transfer to Torbert. Davies will go first. No extended needed. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And everybody else here will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative. Mine.
Oh,
Sheridan will attempt an assault with everybody on Lomax. Here's the assault attempt. 3. So all 3 can come in.
Yep.
So it's going to be 7 to 2. That's 3 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 1 assault, 1 tack. Still don't have artillery covered, which is unfortunate. +2 for ratio, -1 for RD. I get a +1 final flank because it's 2 for full surround minus Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
So I see just a +4 attack.
5 up and 1 down. Yep.
Okay. So 5 up, 1 down, +4. Here's the assault. Man. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, all right. It
So
swings both ways.
that's a +5 result.
5 up, 1 down, so +4 result. So I still can't get a
+4 result.
manpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get a manpower loss to save my life.
He picks up 3 fatigues.
So I have 7 +4. It's a fatigue for everybody.
Picks up a demoralization marker. Gotta go further away by road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll join. Rosser.
All right, we'll go there. Initiative. Yours.
Discretion's going to be the better part of valor. Hampton will take Young to fatigue 2. This movement. 4, 7. Extend march. Okay. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's an ugly looking stack there, isn't it? So he'd better stop there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Merit go to 4, and he damage. Oops, no.
Yep.
So we'll damage that.
That's worth 8 points.
So I'm at 10 net.
Yes.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's look at this here. So even if I got 4 off, that's only 8 points. I still need a manpower loss on you without losing more. Ay, ay, ay. This is tricky. Here's the initiative. It's yours.
Well, I guess the whole point of what I was doing down there was to try to pick up another manpower. So F. Lee will take Wickham to fatigue 3 to 4. So I need a 4 to 6. That'll get me a prepared attack. For prepared attack, I have to roll 2 dice for 8. Somebody in the comment section can tell me which are the better odds, rolling 2 dice to get 8 or more. 1 dice to get 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm going to attempt an assault with F. Lee. And it comes off. So this is going to be ratios covered. Tactical's the same. Artillery's not in play because you don't have any artillery. Being you're demoralized. D1 doesn't give me any modifier. So the only thing I see is a flank of a +2.
In the assault.
Oh, on the assault. Yeah, that's the whole point of that. Type +1, so the final's a +3. Ooh, it's a 9.
Ouch. Come on, 5 or 6. 5 or 6. Come on. Need a 5 or 6. Hey!
Got
There
it.
we go. +3. Man.
So that doesn't cost you a manpower.
So you've basically prevented him because he will not be able to recover his demoralization. So J.I. Gregg is sadly not going to contribute. But he will go...
Oh, you're right. Demoralized units are not eligible to exit the map.
But I will just get him 1, 2, and 3 away to there. So that is unfortunate. So now the best I can do is a +8. I was hoping maybe if you hadn't gone on, obviously you sniffed that out and preventing me from getting 5 brigades off. So there's no chance of getting 14 points. I gotta work harder.
So he picks up, that was a +3 result, so he picks up 2F. So he's fatigued out. Okay, initiative. Mine, I'm going to pass. I don't think it's worthwhile for me to try to do anything.
I'm going to. I really have only one shot at this, so I'll have Sheridan activate Davies to 2. Here is the movement +2. It's 6. And Sheridan will transfer to Davies. Here's extended march. He's okay. And they're going to go. I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative, yours.
He's got how many? 3. Erg. Well, I'll take Young to fatigue 3. Just movement. It's 9. Hampton will move with Young. Here's his extend march. It's okay. Just going to go 1. It goes with it 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'm going to have Young go to 3. He's going to entrench. Or 4. He's going to entrench. Initiative. Pass.
I'll pass as well. Need them somewhat fresh. Okay. Turn 5 for all the marbles. We have recovered. Leader transfers. I will make no leader transfers.
I have none either.
Okay. So why don't you give us our last first initiative?
Okay. It's mine. Take Butler to fatigue 1. +1 for his movement. You go 9 hexes. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to Gordonsville. Initiative. Yours.
I'll have Torbert activate everybody. We will need an extend march for Merritt. Here's movement +1. There's mine.
Oh, wow. I told you the odds were pretty good. We both rolled the odds.
Yeah, well, I've had both extremes today, so it's average. Merritt will go first. Extend march for him. He's fine. So he will go 1, 2, and 3. And the other 2 do not need an extend, so they'll just go there. Initiative. Mine again. Let's take all of them again. Here's movement +1. A little better. 7. I'll have Devin go first. Extend march for him. He's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then I'll have Merritt go next. He's a +1. He's okay. Merritt will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off map. Custer flips because Custer's impetuous.
Drove his men too hard.
Yeah, alright. They'll join Devin there. Initiative, yours.
Okay, so you've got 4 there. Hampton will activate Butler, Lomax, and Rosser. Butler's going to entrench. There's Lomax and Rosser's movement. Hampton's going to stay where he is. It's 3, 6. Lomax will go first. Here's his extend. It's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Rosser will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. F. Lee will take Wickham. This movement. +2. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Wow. This is one of the most painful choices I think I've ever made, and it always is on these damn cavalry ones. Presuming I'm not going to get the next initiative, you are going to probably make an assault. So I think I need to march Devon to 3. He's going to put up a flank refuse. Here's his movement. It's fine. Here's extended march +1. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. So I do this to myself every time, Roger. I mean, the fans out there know. I just get myself into this place where it's just horrible. All right, so it's still more than you, but we flipped. We got a flanks refuse, so initiative, it's yours.
So I do not have a flank at all. I have no flank.
Okay, I agree.
Still have 2 pieces of artillery. I have 0. And rough, so that would be a die roll for a -1. You got it. So this is just a type of a +1 attack. But I'd have an opportunity to demoralize you, potentially. I think it's worth it to kind of end this session. So I'm going to take Wickham.
I think so, yeah.
Wickham E3. And I'm going to attempt an assault with F. Lee. So at 1, 2, 3, or 4, it'll come off. The 1, so it does. So to go through all of that conversation again, type is going to be a +1. Tactical is even. The ratio is a -1. Artillery, you have a die roll for artillery.
All right, here's the die roll. On even, it's used. It's used.
So artillery is now a -1. The flank, I have all 6 hexes covered. It's cavalry on cavalry, so that makes it a +2. Your flanks refuse takes it down to a +1. So that's the final. And in cavalry on cavalry, a +1 is no effect. So there is no final flank. So the final here is a -1 attack. That's what I see. 1 up and 2 down.
Yep.
Okay, -1 attack. And it's a 0.
Wow. Okay.
This might be a game changer.
Here's defense. It's 4, so -4.
It's costing me a manpower.
Wow, okay.
Everybody out there say, why did you do that? Because it had no effect on you. It's a 1D for me.
We aim to give them exciting thrills and chills.
Well, people can decrease. And you pick up a manpower loss on me. So we're now even with manpower.
Which is 1 in my favor.
Yep, so you went from, you're now 13, and no effect on you at all.
Okay.
So you just need 6 more points. It's mine again. Let's see. Devin can't get off because he has to go. They'll have to stop because of a Zoc. The most you can get off now is 1, 2.
I can only get 3 total because Greg won't count.
So Greg won't count.
Right. So only 2 more potentially. That would be 3, which would be +5.
5. I'm no, overthink it. Just going to pass, which is what I should have done the last time. I don't think there's anything I can proactively do here that's not like what I did the last time. But I think I know what you're going to try to do.
Well, let's see here. All right. Torbert will activate Custer to 3. Here's movement. And here's extended march +1. He is. Custer.
Because he's exhausted, he gets the +1.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Oops. So he loses manpower. But he can only go Zoc to Zoc, so he will just go there. Wow. This game, man. This game. Initiative, yours.
I think passing's still my
Yeah,
best.
yeah. Let me dig the hole.
Yeah, I think at this
That's
point.
right. Custer to 4. He's just gonna evaporate, but you never know. I might roll a 1. Uh, when I need ones, I don't get them. Here's move it, and here's extended march +3. Yeah, he's gone. All right, so no hope of that. Initiative, it's yours.
I'll pass, yeah.
Well, then all we do is we just go charging in. Davies will get activated. Here's +2 movement. 10. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Attempt an assault with Davies using Sheridan. Here's the assault attempt. It comes off. So we're going to have a +1 assault, +1 attack. I've got 1, and you've got 1 artillery, and you're enrolling, so that's a -1. And I think I've got a +1 final flank, and then -1 for ratio, right? Because I've
I
got
have
3, and you've
one,
got
one.
2, 1.5. Yeah, you got 3.5, right? So -1 for ratio. So I just see a +1 attack.
Yeah, +1.
So here's +1 attack. Okay, that's 3 ones. There's no way I can win a game with 3 ones on combat, so there you go. Congratulations. Oh, I love this die roller so much. Alright, it's a -4, so I'm going to give you a manpower loss. Yeah. Man. Sometimes the die roller just hates me.
Yeah.
So it's a -4. It's a 2D. So I have. Hey, Holger, we played it out completely, and I lost. So there you go. Congratulations, you have won the first game. I love this scenario. I just hate my poor rolling today because 3 critical battles. 1 where you won because I rolled a 1, and 2 where I lost because I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
And it's just. I mean, that's 3 strikes, baby. You are out of there. I need to put the Mush graphic back in because Mush was in strong form today. Wow. So what do you think about this one just on the first playthrough, and how it will affect your turn as the Union? What do you think? I've got some notes here too.
Well, I felt initially, my idea was when I looked at it was to try to block, was to get north of the Hanover County because you couldn't cross below me and block fords and bridges and try to anticipate. And I moved a little too soon to free up this ford down here
Yeah,
below
yeah,
Durnet's Ford.
yep.
But I wanted to get up and block. I think I wanted to get up to Hart's Bridge. There's just too many fords and bridges. You can't block them all with only 5 guys. So it slowed you down a little bit, but then you snuck in behind me, and I got a really good movement roll in there somewhere where I
You got
was,
that. You
man,
got the. Yeah, you got the. I got a 12, and then you got a really good one too.
I think it was like 11, I think, and that
Yeah.
enabled me to get my guys back even with you at Louisa Courthouse, and I was able to get you out of Trevilian Station before you could burn it or damage it, and then you obviously took it back, but it cost you time, which is really crucial. I mean, you got a long way. The Union's got a long way to go. Short time to get there.
And
It's long,
dare
says.
I say a short time to get there.
Yeah.
We're
Um,
we're westbound and down in this one, but that's okay.
and it's hard to get. These units are so small. You really hard to get the manpower loss. I got very lucky to get the 1 manpower loss I got, and that was enough of a tilt. Kind of puts you. I think it put you on your back foot at that point. You had to start trying to figure out. And I think if I hadn't given you that 1 with Wickham, but I thought that was a good attack. I mean, I know it didn't turn out, but I still felt like it was worth trying.
what was disappointing. That was the first disappointment of the day where I'm attacking at a +7. I still got it, but I didn't get a manpower loss. That's fine. I could take that. Trevilian Station, I was like, oh, wow, okay, he really beat the tar out of me. I'm now demoralized. I'm in the hole. So that one hurt. And then this one, of course, this last one was just like, I need just a little nudge, something to go my way. And it's like, hey, I'll give you this, I'll give you this, you'll get there, you'll set it up, everything will go great. Just full in psych. No, you're not going to get it. And just watching Custer evaporate, because that's dull Custer.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was the one. It was, I think, all your extended march rolls were on him that failed.
Right.
I think
Yep.
every single one was on that on Custer.
Hmm.
And the other thing I need to pay more attention to. I think I missed some opportunities to put up some flanks refused, which would have helped. It ended up not hurting me, but I should have thrown up some flanks refused. Now that I've read the rules and realized you're not going to get that +1 if I put it up, and it'll take it away at the end. So it's for cavalry, that flanks refused looks like a really positive. There's really no negative to doing it if you can. Now that I've gone through the rules and more, I need to dig up the 1.5 rule book out of the new box I just got and check that. But that was tactically, I think that was some errors that I made in cavalry battles, which I my cavalry tactics are poor at best. I was lucky to get out of this one. Let me put it that way. Your die rolling saved me.
There are a lot of moving parts in a cavalry one. This one comes in, as we've seen in some of the other scenarios, there are stages. Stage one, the first couple turns is the race to the west. And I thought you did a magnificent job of covering the fords. And then I was hearing Mon Mothma in my brain when the Empire has made a critical error, and now is the time for our attack. When you moved them away, and I said, "Time to double back," and
Yeah,
that's what I
I
did.
wasn't even thinking about that until you
Yeah,
like, oh, that's now much. I just now created a much shorter route.
right. Exactly. And once I got there and I got the beachhead and I got across the creek, all right, fantastic. Got the next initiative. Ooh, gravy. And then I got the 12. There was the boxcar. So that made up for the couple of poor marches in the first turn and the second turn just getting into Louisa County. So, or toward that way.
Mhm.
I was pleased once I got there, and Louis Courthouse went checked that off the box, and then I thought Trevilian Station was going to hold for just the next turn, and then you did get that really nice. You got the first one, and you went oh, and then you got the next march, of course, and you set up that beautiful flank attack, which I thought, well, certainly these, J.I. Gregg's 4 can hold out. No,
Oh,
yeah, but
yeah,
that was good. That was really good. That was what I should have done was I should have brought somebody from Torbert's just here just to keep this chain so that you couldn't build a flank because that we get so used to these roads being going totally perpendicular to what we need that you still manage to sneak through and if you get a very generous movement roll like you did, you got me out of there, but I had to pivot, as Ross likes to say, and come back and figure out I can't just get escape coins because that's what I was going to do. I was like, oh, I got Louisa Courthouse. All right, the 5 of us are just going to
yep.
march towards the edge and then see if we can, pick off Rosser or whoever it was.
Cal Rosser was
Yeah,
demoralized and just
and
luckily he could
yeah,
sit there until he was able to recover.
right. So that was the plan, and then you got in around Trevilian, kicked me out. I was like, ugh. So this one you have to adapt on the fly, but a few things have to go your way, and if they don't, well, But it's a very balanced scenario. I'd never felt like there was ever an issue where, oh, the Union is so far away, but it is very dice dependent. That's all the scenarios. But I think, what hurts about it is when I feel like I have a sound tactical plan, and then things just fall apart and they start to cascade, and that's painful to watch. It's like, oh, come on.
Oh yeah, yeah. You had a couple spots there, like I think you rolled double ones for movement. Then you had like ones on attack, and
So here's the advice, folks. Never put yourself in a position to depend on not getting a 1, because if you
oh
do, break your heart.
yeah,
But we'll leave it here today. Great game, sir, and we will pick it up next time and swap sides as we do each and every week. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. Hopefully now that I'm seeing the social media posts out there with people showing off their copies, and now that the interest is even more invigorated, we appreciate all the opportunities that we've had from Joe and Ed and Chris and Alberto and everybody at MMP for letting us showcase this ahead of time. So we hope that helped build some of your interest in it based on the what I'm hearing online that is the case. So I'm excited for everybody else to enjoy the scenarios that we've been enjoying, and I cannot wait till we finish next week and then we move on to the full overland scenario and whether or not we're going to use the limited intel rules and all that good stuff. So stay right here, come on back. I'm showing you our monetary supporters. Thank you to everybody who kicks in $1 or $2. We've had a couple new ones this week, so thank you to those of you who have been generous enough with your support. Roger has told me about this really nice new headset, so I don't know, I might have to go out and get myself a... This one's getting a little long in the tooth. It's about 3.5 years now. So.
Oh, yeah.
But, Roger, have a great week, man. Get that yard mode.
Yep. Thank you. I will, and you have a good week. I'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good. Bye.